I'm like, it was very different for me because I got into like I didn't realize that I was actually binge eating until like very frequently. Like I feel like it was I just thought I was eating normally, but then when I actually like I felt like I gained like what is that, about 10 kgs during my 10th grade like exams. So then I'm like, that doesn't seem normal. And then again the same thing happened during my 11th grade boards. And then
Okay.
I realized that it started happening like recently with college and everything because I started stress eating. I started binge eating a lot, and then I didn't realize that I was eating more than usual. But like suddenly, like something would happen, I would just finish an entire packet, and I was like, okay, that's not right. And then I think yeah, I recently got into I started like trying to puke because it
Okay.
was just not sitting right with me. Like I was like, there should be some way out, and it's a lot of pressure from everywhere, like we're losing weight and this and that. So
Mm.
like, that was like if I eat at least there should be some way out of it. So I mean, yeah, I do try purging, you know. So like I started gaining drastic amounts of weight, and like I still remember I used to order like a lot of like Swiggy was my worst nightmare. So I started ordering a lot. So I started realizing I was losing a lot of money in just ordering food. And then like even if there were chocolates, anything I used to keep there, like usually I used to be able to keep like chocolate over a period of time. But then I started realizing that I used to finish it within a day. And like
Okay.
when similar things are happening to my sister, I was like she was just eating for fun. But then when I'm like, how she eating so much at one time, and I realized, then I was like, shit, when I do the same thing. So I
Okay.
think that was when I was like, okay, fine. I was binge eating, and then like I think we had a lot of talks in like school and everything about like various kinds of eating disorders. And
Mm-hmm.
it's sometimes like somewhere I'm like, maybe I have one of it. And then like it just got stronger and stronger over a period of time.
Okay.
Like if I stress eat a lot, so or like sometimes I feel like I've eaten good for like maybe a certain period of time and start binge eating a lot. So like you when you're like you don't feel like you don't feel healthy, you
Mm-hmm.
feel like there's something wrong. So that's when I was like, okay. And like I usually used to store a set of like chocolates or something that when I get stressed I eat. But I started realizing I have to finish the entire lot in at once. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, that's when I realized that I was binge eating. I mean, to be honest, I was always on the chubbier side, but I think over time, like it just gets stronger. Like people are only keep telling you that. So as a way to like be like no, you start to like eat more. Like that's something that happened with me. Like
Mm-hmm.
so every time like it was not like in school that was the only time like exam was the only stressful thing that ever happened. So I started eating a lot just to cope with like the things that are happening around me. And like
Mm-hmm.
even when someone said something about it, I was just like not listen to them. And I continued to like, eat. And I didn't realize I was actually eating a lot, like compared to usual. Like I was just thought like, and my portion size just kept getting bigger. There was something.
Mm-hmm.
The environment that's around you, like sometimes, like you just want to get out of it. And like I have something called PCOS.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a lot of hormonal imbalances. So because of that, like it like sometimes I get extra hungry or like I just I think it just sometimes when I'm just bored or like I don't have anything to do or I'm stressing out or I'm just like sometimes out of the blue I'm just like I just want to eat. Yeah, I mean I was always like that. Like um in yeah, at first it was not like because I stay at home and like when you stay at home like food is always available to you. Like because if you're not eating someone else is eating. So
Yeah.
it's just So I mean, yeah, it was very difficult for me to actually realize I was binge eating, and until like my parents and everyone, they're like, stop eating, and I was not able to control it. Like if someone told me not to eat something, it was like I tried, like, to like not eat, but like it just didn't help. Like, and I still
Mm-hmm.
like start hiding and eating.
Okay.
So like that's when I'm like, when you like, I think when I started hiding and eating food, that's when I was like, okay, this is not right. And I don't think it's very difficult for other people to understand. Like if you're hungry, you eat, but like at to which, like, at what point you stop. I don't think so. Like, I think, yeah, there were fake times where I wanted to actually go and like meet someone, talk to them about what was happening with me. But then I realized that, like, I don't think, like, when it comes down to family, like, most of them don't understand like where you're coming from,
Mm.
and they think that, why don't you just go meet a nutritionist? I think they'll tell you what you can do. But nobody sees it as like a disease. They see it as like a physical problem that can be solved.
Okay.
Even if I did at to one point, like after a while, I'm just like, you know what, I can just do it by myself, stop it. But yeah, there was a phase where I wanted to go meet someone. Like it's more like it's not a disease to them, or like it's not a disorder. It's more like, it's all in the mind. Or if you want to stop, you can stop it. It's more like a problem, and it's not really like a disorder. I actually wanted to seek professional help at one point because I kind of don't trust people around me with such stuff.
Mm.
Like it's easier to talk to a stranger about such stuff than talk to someone on your like of your own, because it's very difficult to understand. And like I think I have very few people in my life who can actually understand what binge eating to me is. I did since I was in two minds. Like it was like it's like when you're talking to someone about something that's wrong with you at like a very young age. I was like, so
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know whether I was just being immature about it, or like I was just like, what, people can't understand me, I think I need a therapist. I was always in two minds. It was not like I wanted to in all my things. I just wanted to, like, I think a part of me really wanted to go meet someone and like talk to them and like figure out what I can do, because like a lot of my life revolved around losing weight, and it still does.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like you want to solve what's going on, but like you kind of, held back. I think to me it's just like understanding why you're like, it's basically just understanding yourself first, and then like trying to figure out where you can go from that to feel better. And
Okay.
at the end of the day, the recovery is like you getting over your binge eating, at least to me. It has gotten like better. So I start like, so what I do is I try to like see what I'm eating during the day. So like if I eat a lot in the morning, I'll try eating less in the afternoon. Or if I eat less in like during the day, like on like during lunch and breakfast, I tend to eat more during my evening time. So sometimes I feel like at least I'm like, even if I'm binging at one point, I'm not binging the entire day. So like I think that's a start for me. I think I see myself at 4. I think I'm trying to like figure out where I'm going wrong, and I'm
Mm.
in the process of making it better. But at the same time, like I'm very skeptical about receiving professional help about it. But like I'm trying to like try to deal with it on my own because I somehow feel like I know my triggers. So it's easier for me to like know when to stop. And I think it's over the period of time, like I'm getting there somewhere at least. Okay, unhealthy ways to start off. I sleep,
Mm-hmm.
or I try to like distract myself with work. I
Okay.
think those are my unhealthy ways. But like otherwise, I try to like cope with like if I want to eat a bowl of maybe Lay's or chips, I try to get a smaller bowl and like
Hmm.
eat from it though. And like it's just trying to like reduce my portion sizes because I know like there's no point of me completely saying no to it because that's just going to make me crave it more and make me binge eat more in the future. So I feel like for me, I'm just starting to like try to control my portion sizes with all my food. That even if I'm eating like not very healthy food, like at least I'm eating it on like in smaller portions. No, not really. I think no, not really. Like I think recently I found like at least something I can talk to,
Okay.
but um, no, I think I'm a very in that way I'm very closed off. I don't like talking about such stuff. Like I think it's my first time actually opening up about something like this. I've never had this conversation before with anyone. Don't feel comfortable enough to talk. Like I think it's very few people I've actually spoken to this about, and they know about this, but not. I don't think other than max, I think two people know this, not more than that. And one more thing is when you know you're going through a lot, uh, you don't want other people to judge you based on what you're going through because like they'll be like, no, this, you can do this, you can do that, but like they don't really know what you want to do. I think to be honest was more unhelpful than helpful because meaning how much of I know that they care for you and they want to like do their best for you. I think somewhere down the line they forget that you're also trying to do the best for yourself. So it's
Mm.
like a lot of pressure, like especially I don't think it comes to eating, it comes to losing weight for me. So it's like it's constantly losing weight. It's not eat properly, eat mindfully. It's not that. It's like lose weight fast. So I feel like it's not the most helpful when it comes to like your mental health. Like that sucks, and that causes me to eat more. So it kind of has a reverse effect on you. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, try different ways, like, getting me, like, nutritionists to, like, help me out, or, like, get me, like, a gym membership, which I had to stop due to my wonderful schedule. But even if at this point, even if I wanted, like, do something or, go for some classes or, like, get something, like, I think they'll agree to it as long as, like, I show results when it comes to my weight. Actually, that's a very difficult question for me because like I don't know whether I want. I mean, I'm better off without them knowing because
Okay.
I feel like there's a part of me like I just want to deal with it on my own. Like I don't like a lot of people interfering in what I'm doing. I think that's just the way I've grown up to be. So like I feel like if they get to know their idea around it will change completely, and like it may not be the most understanding. And I
Yeah.
feel even the way we are right now, it's a kind of a motivation. I mean, not the most healthiest kind of motivation, but it's something. So I don't really expect much from them, but like I think I just like dealing with all of this on my own. It's not. I think it's not the best, but it's gotten better. Like I think before, if anyone would give me anything, I would eat it because like I used to eat everything and everything. So I think I used to like eat anything I used to get. But like now I'm more of like if I know that I've eaten a lot before, I can like control myself. I'm like, you know what? No, I don't have to have this right now. Or like I can just go home and eat something else. Like it's become better, but at the same time, sometimes I'm like I really crave something and I'm like, no, I need it, and it's like it has its ups and downs. But I think it's gotten better. Like I don't despise the food I eat, at least most of the time. I think everyone, like it's a thing. I mean, yeah, I do have a lot of setbacks. Like especially when it comes to weekends, I'll just be like, you know what, it's a weekend, I can have, and it's sometimes like maybe like at night if there's no food out, like usually food like at my house is like kept outside, and
Hmm.
then after a period of time it's put back inside. Well, I think that's, I don't know, like because a lot of people in my house, so it's very difficult for like people to actually keep going and having their own food. So all the food is kept out and then it's put back all inside. So for me, sometimes like when I come home very late and like there's no food outside, I'll be like, you know what, leave it. I'll just order some food. And like I'll order the most unhealthiest stuff on the planet and be like, no, it's fine. So I think that sometimes, I mean, this happens mainly maybe twice a week, maybe. I mean, it's not like not a daily thing like you used to at one point. I think
Hmm.
from before it's gotten better. Like where I can actually control myself. But yeah, I mean, at times I'm just like, no, it's fine. I mean, it's usually on the weekends because like I'm out or like I'm going out like for a party or I'm going out to eat lunch or like I'm going out with my family. So a lot of these events like, you know, lead to my setbacks. I try puking.
Okay.
If not, then I'll probably try going for a walk because I think that helps. And then yeah, or I'll just cry maybe a little bit and go to sleep. I don't think I have anything to say extra, but like when something like you deal with on a daily basis, like it just doesn't disappear. Like if you make up your mind, it doesn't disappear in like a month or two. So I
Hmm.
think it like, takes a lot of time for you to understand your relationship with food, and I think it gets better over a period of time. But like it's I mean I don't think it's the most you have the most healthiest ways of coping with the problems you're dealing with. But I feel somewhere if it helps you, like it's a good thing. But like I feel you should try it. And something I try to do is like whatever I'm using as like my unhealthy means of coping, I want to change that and like try making it healthy. Like if I used to try puking before, I at least try going for a walk now.
Hmm.
So it was like I used to puke on a daily basis before, but now I try like not to do that, and I try like maybe just going for a walk or like making like just moving around, and I feel better what what I've just eaten.